Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
We're talking about sacrificial love. Is there anything that will sabotage sacrificial love? Well, in 1 John chapter 3, verse number 18, notice what John would write by inspiration. My little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth. What's he saying? Well, it's easy to go around and say, boy, I love you. Oh, I love so much. I just love these people so much. But what does your practice say? What do you actually do in deed and in truth? You've got to have the actions, and they have to be in accordance with what has been authorized by God's inspired, inerrant, perfect will of God. So how do you demonstrate that? And one of the things that oftentimes happens is we forget about the doing. We have good intentions. We're sincere. And, oh, I hurt so bad because I realize that they're having problems and I need to do something for them, but I just can't do anything. But, boy, I sure do hurt for them because I love them so much. Listen to James. Listen to James. James is not specifically talking about love, but he's talking about our service to God in general, which includes love. And James chapter 1, verse number 22 is really the theme verse for the book of James. James is a book of action, and he says, but be doers. Circle that word, but be doers, doers, doers. But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. We've got to be active. If you're really going to respond to God's word, he expects something from us. There is an appropriate response. Well, 1 John chapter 3, he talks about the idea that we have to demonstrate it. Verse number 23 of James chapter 1, for if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like a man observing his natural face in a mirror. For he observes himself, goes away, and immediately forgets what kind of man he was. But he who looks into the perfect law of liberty and continues in it, and is not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this one will be blessed in what he does. Now, there's no way to get around it. Christianity is about doing. It's not about earning your salvation, but it is about doing. It's about being active. As you go into chapter 2 of the book of James, you see that God expects us to be active. Well, love is not just about a warm, fuzzy feeling, but it is about a decision to do what is in the best interest of the other person. Now, tomorrow we'll talk a little bit about the idea, what if the other person doesn't deserve it? Join us again for your Daily 180.